Thokozani, I am Pobadimu, the advocate of Ilozi, and I welcome you to my channel. Thank you so much for choosing to view my video. Well, today we'll be talking about Ukuthwala. There's so many things or misconceptions around this topic, and I know you're expecting to hear those gooey stories, but Eskolo Enise Advocate, we unpack things differently, and that is what I'm going to serve to you today. But yet again, this is one of those topics that need us to unpack and unpeculate and unperculate so that you can understand better. So don't mind if this comes in series of videos or part 2s or part 3s or part 4 as you always do, because I give you a few minutes of education so that you can have an insightful experience. Woohoo! And you can live, or rather leave here with new facts and understanding of how spirituality, or rather izinto, work. So before disclaimer, life is spiritual. So I had a small conversation with Abu Gogo the past couple of days, and I was really tiptoeing around this topic. And it was then when they opened my eyes. But some things are just too much to understand and comprehend. Imagine being woken up at 2-3 a.m. and you're being told that this is that, and then baby girl, you gotta serve it the way it is. So this is how I will reiterate everything as to how the textbook of Ukuthwala gave it to us. Shout out to you, baby girl. So we're doing the things that need to be done. So Ukuthwala, yazi, it is not a bad thing ngendlela enibona ngayo nina. Siyathwala ngeindlela ezihlukahlukile thina siyabantu abamnyama. And ukuthwala kunenhlanhla and kunobubi ngaphakathi, right? Okay, excuse me. So kunokuthwala kunobubi ngaphakathi, meaning there is a good side and there is a dark side to it. But I'll try and unpack all these phases so that at least you and I are on the same level in terms of how things are operating. So we have been told, or rather been taught, Uguti, whenever we're really speaking about Ukuthwala, you're already thinking about a man sacrificing his whole family and his dog and his cow and all these other things, and boo-hoo-ha, a sad story, and all the time. It's something etusaya or whatever the case might be. So Ukuthwala is not necessarily out of a place of greed, but amanye ama-reason ayenza imindeni isuke ifike lapho kusuke kuyindlela yokufuna ukuceba noma okufuna ukuthuthukisa imindeni yabo. Because if you can look at all the time, it's that abantu abasuke bangena kule ndlela lezi, they're always wanting the best for imindeni yabo. And this is rather an alternative, or rather a choice that is being made. Ukuthi, I will make this kind of decision so that we are sustained financially and that we are able to move forward. Me, I was raised in a family whereby bekuthelwe ekhaya. And I know from experience that kunendlela ezinhle ezokukhanya ezokuthwala, then kunendlela ezimbi. So typical example, as uyisangoma siyathwala, sithwalisa izikhwama zasemakhaya ezamadlozi, but ukuze uxhumane noma ukwazi ukusebenzisa lesi sikhwama kudingeka ukuthi undlule entwasweni la khona uzohamba uyogida noma uyofahlamela noma uyenzani, bese gcineni that kuba ne sacrificial part, or rather a part of ukunikela kwakho. So to someone that does not understand, or rather looks at this and is like, but Gogo, this is demonic, or whatever the case might be. It is demonic because religion stepped in, colonization stepped in, and you were taught to look at indlela esenza ngayo in our African ways as indlela that is demonic, because it involves blood, it involves slaughtering, and it involves anything. Sit down. Uma uyothwala ubiziwe, uyothwala isikhwama sakini sedlozi, leyo ndlela leyo ibanzima because uyadatshukela kuqala ngaphambi kokuthi uzoceba ngokomoya nangokempilo nangokuhlala. Yay, hope ni read. So what happens is that uyahamba uyothwasa uyokwenza konke lokho, and then egcineni uyodla intwaso, whereby there's a slaughtering of I don't know why ukuthwasa kunga upgrade. Guys, you need to upgrade. Maybe sphuze something like cow blood or ostrich blood or lion blood or something. Like imbuzi is just gonna show you flames. So because ngokwesintu imbuzi has been identified as isilwane sedlozi, uma uyothwala usuyothwala izinto zakini noma idlozi lele likuthwele, you go through what is being called an initiation. Bese uyahamba uyolphuza uyolphalaza, right? So that transition of ukulphuza ulphalaza, usuke ngokomoya uthatha ukufa, ushiya uzinzi laphayana, uyothatha spheqelezana, so hamba manje ugogo, because usuku uthwele amadlozi awagini, right? So it is more of a near-death experience that happens to you, but usuku uthwele, because uma usuthwele isikhwama leso sihamba nezinto ezijulile zedlozi, and bese it takes you to the spirit world, whereby ukwazi ukuhamba ufike emanzini ulahlela u2 rand ukhulume nabantu abangabona ngelihlo elingaqokile, rather than naked eye. So you are being enabled ukuthi uzokwazi ukuthi umuwenza lezo zinto zikuthatha. Ingakho that is why when you're dreaming of izinto, or rather spiritual things, it's always identified with the underworld or whatnot. I don't want you as a black child to be stupid, because we have been taught ukuthi anything associated with inyoka, or rather the serpent, it is of darkness, and it's something that is going to kill you, or rather it is a demonic. There is life, you just don't know. It is okay for people of a certain level or stature to believe there is a higher heaven, gold. Well, I don't believe in all of that. I don't, because to me that is just something that was brought about, and I believed in that for no way. Anyway, so with izinto zasemanzini noma imfihlakalo of the underworld, kuna yonke ingcebo esuki khona. So now idlozi nedlozi will connect you, because uyothwala izinto zedlozi lakini. So kuyimfihlo ukuthi ube nomnikazi wamanzi osuke aqhumana nawe, so that you can have access to ingcebo yasemanzini. Yes, with the physical eye you might be going emanzini uyolahlela amanzi, uyolahlela imali. Excuse me, I have a cold. Uyolahlela imali, but in your mind, where are you thinking that money is going physically? Because if at all you're throwing this money, uyoqela ukusebe uqela kubani? Ay man, no man. Uyoqela kubani? Because kunabanikazi esibabiza ukuthi bagade indawo, whereby ugabela wami used to joke. Ezinye izinto be like azikhulungi ebusuku lezi, but I've been tiptoeing around this because ngiyazi the implication of revealing ezinye izinto, especially to an uneducated, or rather an unspiritually inclined mind, because abantu will come here and wanna debate izinto ezijulile zedlozi. I was telling abogogo ukuthi, to some extent I feel it is pointless ukuthi imfihlo zethu zabantu abantsundu sizibeke pepenene nje out there. But abogogo, they were arguing ukuthi it has to be put out there. But I'm like, but sometimes it is misinterpreted. But abogogo saying, no, it is time that people understood and knew their power and knew the truth. Ay man, no man. Ooh. So, leyo nto leyo imfihlakalo. If singabuyela endabeni of the snake or serpent, dating back to trillions and billions and gazillions of years ago, a serpent is known to be a creature, or rather an animal, that is able to adapt in all living conditions, emanzini, emhlabeni, kuphi kuphi, and it has integrated throughout the generation. And a serpent, or rather inyoka, I don't like using the word inyoka because that is disrespectful. Ngiyahlonipha mina izinto zamanzi, because namhlanje nginjenjenjena yilabantu ay mansuka wena. So in terms of that abantu noma asuke sithi abanikazi bamanzi babekwa endaweni ukuze bagade, because yingani indawo uzoyithola inesithunzi noma isabeka, because indawo nendawo inomnikazi oyihlelilo oyigadile, because kunemfihlo ezingabona ngelihlo lasemini elingaqhokanga iphedi, funeka ilihlo elingaqhokile ukuze uzokwazi noma ilihlo likamoya. Hayi man. So ezinye izinto zijulile automatically imfihlo kamdali, because a snake already evokes respect, it evokes fear in a human spiritually. So that is why they are there, and that is why it is the creature of identification ekhona. Yes, there are all these other animals, but uma sifika entweni no, like lazy, I don't understand. No, I mean, I don't understand, because I just feel that we are not ready as a nation for such things. All right, so where I'm going with this is that ezinye izinto zijulile. For example, isonto ngangikhulela kulo, whereby kuthiwa there's a priest and all of this, bayathwala abantu abanjalo, whereby isikhwama leso siyandluliselwa amongst the family. That is why there is a founder, and then ithole namhlanje isonto lelo lisaqhubwa umuntu waleso sibongo, because akwazi ukuthi into enjalo uyinikezelele noma ubani. It is always important that it is passed down to the bloodline. Injalo nangokwedlozi, because nathi sithwele. So if you are umntwana wedlozi, angikhulumi laba bamabhayi anjanjani noma ababhorekile abahambe bayothwasa, ngikhuluma ngabantu abazi imfihlakalo ezedlozi. You know the experience of the underworld. And angikhulumi ngobuthakathi or usathane, because nina uma nicabanga lezi zinto nicabanga ubuthakathi. And you can identify abantu abanjalo, because I always say sometimes abantu ba stupid, because angeke ube nedlozi ungabi muhle, angeke ube nedlozi ungathanda ubukhasikhasi, angeke ube nedlozi ay man no man anikho ready, because impilo lena esuka iphilwa yilabantu esikhuluma nabo eningaboni abafani nix nathi siphila la emhlabeni. Ubuhle babo, indlela bayenza ngayo izinto nendlela kuhlezi kuhlukile. So sometimes nifuna ukwazi izinto ezijulile esenizozenzani, because lezi zinto lezi sifuna isibindi sasewulisi, lesi singafrizwanga sithola sisese fresh, esifuna ukuthi usipheke usidle noma ungasidla sihlasa, because lezi zinto akusizona za noma ubani. So someone to sit and say ukuthi bathanda izinto, you don't understand ukuthi amandla wedlozi avukile, because I know mani kancane. Listen. So where I'm going with this is that bese abantu laba engikhuluma ngabo ukuthi mhlambe with church and all of this bayahamba bayothwala, kunokuthwala okuthola generationally, whereby yinto yakini nizalwe nako, kunomnikazi enihamba naye. That is why kundlulisa ikhwama, and that is why you given the visa ukuthi uhambe uyosebenza emanzini. Angahamba uzibani banyafika emanzini akuthandaza akhehlisa amagweba azaphume intuthu ngamakhala, kodwa angatholo kakufunayo, kodwa mina ngiyafika ngithi hello. And kwenzeke because ngifikile mina, they identify and they know, and that is why nasemaphupheni uzokwazi ukuthi uxhumane na I know imani kancane. Listen. Ezinye izinto zijulile man. No man, I don't think we are ready for this as a people, but we'll keep it moving. So I think yazi ezinye izinto I'll sit and laugh alone, because ngiyasho ukuthi abagogo bangenza ihlanga. Imagine all of these. Nizongibuza ukuthi gogo akukho la ngizithatha khona, akunancwadi engindayo, ningangena nize la kule ndumba yami. Angifundi incwadi mina, ngihlalela ukuhlanya la ngihlangiswa yilamadlozi, angihlangise day in day out, because uzophila kanjani uloku kudle izinto ezingaka. Like sengiyakhohlwa ngisifo sokukhohlwa manje, because yinto umuntu uzozalale nginipho, like you know what. So bengisathini bese kuna a dark side ebakhona ekuthwaleni, whereby now things are manufactured, because not all things are good. For example, even mhlambe before I step into the dark side, every ndawo inabanikazi bakhona. Kunomnikazi ogada amanzi, kunomnikazi owamalahle, kunomnikazi because honestly nina mase niqabanga kahle, niqabanga ukuthi yonke le mali esiyisebenzisayo la emhlabeni uma sithi money is a spirit, sisuke sikhuluma ngani. This is not for the my man immature mind, man. Come on, man, come on with it. So I wish I could borrow you my eyes, man. I always say this, juice, but we keep it moving. So it is then that you get to identify, I would say, life is spiritual. So as in to me, honestly, if it was up to me, I wasn't gonna share all of this because I feel good. We are at a point to some people don't necessarily understand because masizoi unpack and get to the part of indaba yenzo. For example, Ubabu Situnze, hail to you, Baba, because I love you. I'm still waiting for you to DM me. Gawbadla, I want you. Call me, all right? Untata Situnza was one of those innovative people whereby